What do we need that thing for? We'll never be able to see each other.
Just don't let Millicent hear you, please, Palmer. She thinks she sets the aesthetic values for this entire town. She'll be upset enough when I'm rearranging her arrangement.
It's not my values, certainly not.
Just keep your voice down, Palmer. The Greenlees still wield a lot of power, a lot of clout in this town.
Yes, well, it's clout that your son Leo will certainly take advantage of if he sucks up to their granddaughter.
You know, sometimes you sound just like a gangster. Please stop it. All right, I'm going to go have the maitre d' do something with this arrangement. I'll check on the chilled vodka and the caviar.
And Palmer? Where's Mother?
Well, she's wreaking havoc with the staff.
Where am I at?
You will be next to Greenlee and across from Millicent.
Mother doesn't leave anything to chance, does she?
No, so I've learned. Oh, waiting. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your work at Cordon Electronics on the rare occasion you show up there?
I keep my hand in. And I must say that the future looks quite promising.
I bet you like taking risks. Am I right?
For the most part.
Yes, I thought so. Here, call my secretary. Make an appointment. We'll talk about this in greater detail when I have more time. All right?
Absolutely. Thank you. 2000's lining up to be a real transitional year for me.
Oh, look who I found in the bar.
Well, hello, Palmer. Hey, you look like hell.
Woody, behave yourself.
Now, if you played 18 holes every day the way I do, you would
have cirrhosis of the liver.
What's that? Who are you?
Woody, you know Vanessa's son, Greenlee's young man, Leo Dupre.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. Well, now, why doesn't the lad have a drink?
Oh, David. My handsome oldest son has just arrived. Darling.
Mother, if you want me to stay, back off.
Well, now, is everyone present and accounted for? I think. Oh, no, Greenlee. Darling, didn't she come with you?
She insisted upon meeting me here.
I haven't seen her since breakfast.
Well, wonder where the poor dear can be, huh?
I can't imagine what's keeping Greenlee.
I can.
Well, fashionably late, that's all.
Greenlee's a free spirit.
Well, you know, Woodruff, I think her homing instincts will kick in once she finds the right someone to settle down with. Meantime, I am so proud of my son, Leo. And, of course, David. I mean, life wouldn't be very full at all without them. I can still remember David as a child, playing with his doctor's kit. You know, I refuse to let him be involved in too many sports because even at that tender age, this, I don't know, mother's instinct or something, I could see those surgeons' hands.
Golf. That was my game, golf.
Oh, your voice.
Yeah, wanted to turn pro, but father forbade it.
Keep your voice down, Woody.
Then, of course, there's Leo. I mean, can you imagine assuming a vice presidency of Cordon Electronics? I mean, I know there's so many young men floundering around the mailroom, but I just knew that somehow Leo would go straight to the top.
Well, I'm sure it didn't hurt that your husband kicked him up the stairs, huh?
Well, deservedly, dear.
Excuse me, Mr. Cortland, you have a phone call. Shall I bring the phone to your table?
Oh, no. I'll go get it.
Well, now, where were we? Oh, naturally, I was going on and on about my wonderful sons.
Salt and pepper.
Right there, dear.
No. Vanessa's boys. Salt and pepper. Fair and dark. They don't look a bit like brothers.
Well, I can assure you that they both did spring from me.
Leo and I are half-brothers. We had different fathers.
I had no idea.
Well, David's father was my first husband. And, well, poor Charles, he was struck down in his prime, unfortunately. It was actually quite tragic. But, well, I was there right to the very end, holding his hand. Sort of left David and I alone to fend for ourselves.
How simply awful for you.
It really was quite tragic. But it is hardly chipper dinner conversation, please.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Mother. Especially since you left out the best part. Why don't you share with your dinner guests the role that you played in my father's death?
Oh, David, just let it go, dear.
She killed him.
Oh. David, how could you? You'll have to forgive my son, please. His sense of humor is...
You may have noticed, Mother, no one's laughing.
Well, it's simply because they don't understand you quite the way I do.
How'd you do it, Vanessa?
Do what?
Off the old boy.
Hush, dear. Drink your martini.
Well, I can assure you both I did not kill Charles.
She drove him to it. It was a perfect crime, really. The only fingerprints on the gun were my father's. But Vanessa's gift for cruelty is what really killed him.
Anyone mind if we change the subject, please?
Leo, I'm sure that this is one bedtime story that Mother neglected to share with you.
That is enough, David.
Take it from your older, wiser brother. Our mother can out Medusa.
I wonder what happened to our waiter.
We may have both sprang from her, Leo, but my only advantage to you is that my father married this witch.
No, shut up. You understand me?
Difficult. I missed all the fun.
Get your hands off me, brother.
Sorry, Grampy. This is an emergency. Is this the entertainment?
Forgive my atrocious table manners.
All right, both of you. Sit down. You're causing a scene.
Oh, no, we couldn't have that now, could we? Heaven forbid it be known that our family bears more resemblance to the Borgias than the Kennedys.
It is enough, David.
Oh, you know, why is it that you always get to decide when enough is enough? How much is too much? Our mother's made a career, Leo. Drawing the line and daring others to cross it.
I don't want to hear this,
You'd be
all right?
wise to listen, little brother. I haven't talked about this for years. And obviously neither has Mother.
David, I'm warning you.
Oh, I stand warned. It's more notice than my father got. Just tell me when I start to hurt, Vanessa.
If you will please excuse David. I'm afraid his father's sudden death scarred him more deeply than even I know.
You drove him to it. You took a lover, and my father took his life. But not before you stripped him of his self-respect. I was there, Mother. Remember? I heard you goad him on, daring him to pull the trigger. Poor sap. He would have done anything for you. Given you anything. Including his life.
What the devil's going on here?
You missed a great floor show, Mr. Cortland. Guerrilla theater comes to Pine Valley.
David and I had a little misunderstanding. I apologize for my son.
Oh, no worries. This is the highlight of my day.
Good show you Cortland's put on, yeah. Just the thing to liven up these stuffy old dinner parties.
Yes, Mother's famous for her memorable affairs.
Heavens, it's so late. I'm afraid we're going to have to go.
Oh, really? That's a shame because we haven't even had dinner yet.
Well, I have an awful headache.
Well, I've got aspirin plenty.
I wouldn't chance it if I were you.
My chair?
Oh, pooh. I haven't had this much fun since Mimsy Collier rode naked in the Rotary Parade.
Woodruff, we're going. Greenlee?
Oh, not me. I'm staying. I can't wait for the encore.
Well, good night, Millie. Woodruff, thank you so much for coming.
What family doesn't have its ups and downs?
Janet, are you...
Seems you ruined your mother's dinner party. You happy?
I'm getting there.
Palmer, would you take me upstairs, please?
That was cruel.
She deserved it.
Oh, you enjoyed it.
Immensely. But I am sorry if I offended you, little brother. You don't know the real Vanessa.
I know I love her.
Oh, I'm sure you do. That's because she has you brainwashed. But the day will come when those scales will fall from your eyes, and you'll see our mother for the twisted construction she really is. We'll talk then. Good night, Greenlee Greenlee.
Looks like the party's over.
Oh, it hasn't even started yet. Come on, I'll cheer you up.